All right. It is day 15 of the 30-day yapping challenge. We are halfway through. Big milestone. This is good. I remember what I wanted to talk about, but I forgot. Let me see. It was something about being correct, being right. I haven't talked to a lot of people recently, but judging from myself and a few other people, I know that some people know what's going on, some people don't. Some people, and those people who don't, they feel like they know what's going on, and some people don't care. And the people who know what's going on, some of them, they are really heavily focused on trying to convince other people that they need to know what's going on by their standards. But you can't. Well, for me, it's difficult to change people's minds. Just thinking about changing people's minds. I know that my mind can't be changed based off of what somebody's telling me. I can't be re-indoctrinated. All I know is the best bits of what I know, and I'm comfortable with being wrong. Like if there's something out there that I'm doing that's wrong, that I can hope that I can admit that I'm wrong and try to do better. I really don't want to be the person who, that they're faced with the truth and they're just, it's not clocking. It's not clocking. But we're good. We're good. Yeah, I wish I came more prepared. Let me see. Today I didn't really do much. Oh yeah, well I went to a Bible study and my uncle was actually teaching. And my father was also chiming in. They have conflicting beliefs, which is crazy. My dad is the older brother and he knows he's right. And so when my uncle is teaching, he'll chime in to give him the more correct information. And the little brother's got to go, right, exactly, yeah. To keep the flow of the dissertation, the flow of the lesson. And there are points in the class that I disagreed with. Certain people, the way they break certain scriptures down, especially when they talk about women, I just think it's not right. I think it's incorrect. And how we're meant to follow God. People think, I know how to follow God, so you have to follow God the way that I think that you should follow God. Otherwise, you're wrong. And I laugh at you. And to me, it's like, well, if you think that you're following God and everything is going the right way, then keep it up. And the way that I look at it is that Christ never convinced anybody. He did the work. And when they asked him what he thought, he said what he said. He wasn't going out convincing people. He was going out doing the work. I don't see myself as doing the work not on the scale that they were doing it, but trying to convince people is not convincing. You go up to argue with somebody, the best thing that can happen is you're right. And then you can of course be wrong, but that's not the point of life, is being right or wrong. The point of life is to build, to create, to spread love. However you can get that popping, that's what we got to do. But all this, trying to force people to do things the way that you think that it should be done, it's not going to work. You're going to make people hate you. And it hurts to bite your tongue. It really does. But the thing is, people don't really remember information, new information like that just like flips their world upside down. Like, oh my God, you're right. I'm going to stop doing everything that I'm doing and do what you're doing. It does happen. But that's not the general expectation. People remember, I said it once, I said it a bunch of times, People remember how you made them feel. Even when I was wrong, you made me feel right, like it wasn't over for me. Or you made it feel like I had like I was a human in this world. You didn't make me feel like I'm small or I'm stupid or that you have the keys to heaven and I can only get them from you. None of that is really what I meant to say, but other than love isn't so informational. Love is a feeling. Love is God is love. Love is a vibration. You can't know love, you can feel love. That's why when you read the Bible, you ignore everything about the women and children dying, being burned and thrown in giant pits, falling straight to the pits of hell. And we take the best bits of it to say that God is just and loving. And if you do the right things, everything will be just fine. What about those guys that just landed in the pits of hell? Rip them. We don't think about it, All we do is we try to pull the best out of what we got and move forward with each other with that information. Because the truth is, if anyways, forget that. Day 15, what a day. I felt like I fell out of the spirit, or that I was going to fall out of the spirit, but today was perfect. Everything fell in line. There was more that I could have done. There's always more that you can do. But on God's end, He is there. And it's real. It's real. And we got moves to make. Not even big moves. There's big moves in the future, but for right now, all I got to do is focus on is retaining my seed and meditating. I was told that all I have to do is 2 minutes a day, completely doable. Just those little things. like the butterfly effect. One change leads to a bigger change, slightly bigger. Boom, 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 boom. It all piles up. Suddenly the world is completely different. That's what I'm in it for. Obviously, I wanted to see the big change right away. But who doesn't? The process. Because you can teach the process, but you can't teach God. When God is telling you to do this, this, and this, you do that, you will get the expected results and then some. So, you guys have a wonderful day.